First of all, I'd like to know how many of you are into blockchain. Can you raise hands? Now, I'd like to know how many of you are into cryptocurrency. Very few hands coming up. How many of you have heard about ICOs? Many. That's money that everybody understands. Okay, so my today's session is all about giving you a basic information about how ICOs works. And it's all about the rise and rise of ICOs that we have witnessed in past few years. We call it as fundraising 3.0. So let's see how the world is waking up to fundraising 3.0. Bangalore being the startup hub, especially in India, and India being a major contributor of IT products and services and solutions to the world. Deal flow or investments coming to this part of the country and this part of the world will make this business more speedier and faster. Whatever technologies you are going to learn in today's events and workshop, ultimately your organization might require funds from various VCs or crypto entrepreneurs. So I would like to introduce you to fundraising 3.0. So just to give you some statistics, total of 5.6 billion was raised in ICO is 2017. And it's a hoping figure with 442 completed ICO with minimum of around 4.5 million they have raised. That's the average size of ICO that has been successful. And these ICOs are one that is already achieved their hard cap or soft cap. But there are ICOs that have achieved the goal that they came up with. So what is an ICO? Past, present, and let's say move forward. So if we say past forward, I'm using word past forward, because fundraising 1.0, which was in previous world, everybody had seen it personally. Creating your business plan with most of the people who are not coming from business background had to outsource. Going to a venture capitalist, giving you that elevator pitch is like getting interviewed by someone again when you are doing something good at your own. And then those VCs, we really would like to invest or not, that depends upon how do you present to them. So there have been many startups who have not been successful, not because they never had a great idea, not they are having a good product or ecosystem, but just they were not funded. They could not succeed. That was fundraising 1.0 after several rounds of meetings to just get heard by some of the investors. And most of the time, energy spent on finding fund instead of building of your own businesses. And then very few doors of opportunities to find the money, because it was all through VCs that we have been talking about, and extremely hard to get right without having the strong connections. Then came the second round of fundraising, that's called fundraising 2.0, because we all are from technology field. Few technocrats came up with fundraising platforms online, like Indiegogo and Kickstarter came up with a special ecosystem where you can put your startup funding requirements, and the people who are on other part of the world can look at your companies or your proposals, and if they like it, they will invest it by doing their due diligence over there. But over there were a few problems which is solved by the fundraising 3.0. The first problem is these platforms are charging 5 to 10% of the total funding. So before you get funded, the money that comes to you, these agencies used to charge. Apart from that, without having enough PR and online presence, the chances were becoming really thin, because apart from listing your own idea on those platforms, you need a large number of PR. And then startup without large social media backing failed to generate interest and liquidity issues while in earlier stages. So that was like present or past of fundraising. Then we entered into the third wave, and that's how the ICOs changed everything. In fact, in India, we have few startups, they have been funded very well via the ICO model. So everything, the founder of the first ICO that came in the world, Mr. J.R. Willett, he came up with his own master coin now called Omni. He came up with the idea which was new and it was untried. and being an untried area, it was a risk. But he came up with that, and he was very excited about creating a decentralized exchange. And for that, he asked for funding from the people, and he became the pioneer of the first ICO that raised 500,000 on 31st of December 2013. And today, ICO industry has grown to over multi-billion industries. I'll share some of the statistics with the help of the graph in upcoming slide. So the drivers of ICO explosions are, number one, cryptocurrency CI. Big increase in returns in terms of market capitalization. Does anybody know which is the marketplace where you can see the market capitalization of cryptocurrency? CoinMarketCap, right. CoinMarketCap is the place where all the top cryptocurrencies are being listed, and over there you can see their daily volumes. Your prevailing price with number of circulating supplies of tokens or coin, which is equivalent to shares in the world of IPO, builds your market capitalization. In December, there were 46 cryptocurrencies were in Unicorn Club. They touched $1 billion in terms of market cap. And market cap was 800 billion in the year of December. That's the first. Second is decentralization power of raising the fund with the blockchain platform and tokenization frenzy. Previously, venture capitalism was a monopoly of the people with larger access to money, whereas now VC funding people has become very easier. Everybody sitting in this hall can subscribe to someone's ICO with as low as $100 to even $1 million with the click of the button. So it's a crowdfunding 3.0 that is empowering and replacing venture capitalism, and many VCs are moving to fundraising 3.0. The third is global investor participation in ICOs and tokens. People subscribing ICOs are primarily the people who has got some fiat currency in their wallet or in the bank, and they move this money into the digital currency called cryptocurrency. After having these cryptocurrencies, they look forward for entrepreneurs and startups like some of us, and then they invest with that pool of investments, and that's how the small units of crowdfunding is happening. And fourth is the global fund discovered a new asset that's called ICOs, tokens, or ITOs. In 2019 or 2020, do not get surprised when you see $500 million worth of ICO coming up. Overstock.com is preparing for that ICO. Telegram already planned $850 million worth of ICO. So $1 billion ICOs are on its way. The big boys of the industry, the smartest mind of the world, are looking into this spectrum, and they are preparing their own team, their own product, MVPs, for upcoming ICOs. So in 2016, the ICO industry or the cryptocurrency industry was just $103 million. We saw the first ICO that was in 2013 was just 500,000, not even a million. In this 2016, we have seen the four major ICOs raised close to 103 million. And in 2017, it was a phenomenal for ICO, raising 4.8 billion in 90 plus successful ICOs. And in 2017, the market capitalization, the cryptocurrency market has grown from 17 billion to 800 billion on its peak. If you see the figures over here, 103 million to 4.8 billion in an organized sector which is recorded on CoinMarketCap. I'm not considering the misuse of technologies that has been when wrong cryptocurrencies that has entered into market, like misuse of technology, wrong kind of ICO. This is all structured, a proper organization that has raised this kind of funds. So the point here is, if cryptocurrency can become a method of funding the organization, and blockchain and cryptocurrencies are running in hand to hand. So what do we need for an ICO? Very simple, a team with a brilliant idea with shortage of fund, of course. And the second thing, setting up a website and white paper with the business model and the founding team. The founders team should be strong enough having knowledge, expertise in their vertical, and then you can invite external advisor. And then you put this crowdfunding website. Everybody who is interested in crowdfunding will utilize their Bitcoins, Ethereum, or other alternative cryptocurrencies in exchange of your token. Imagine we going to another country, we have our own currency, and then we go to a foreign exchange counter, and we exchange our currency with that currency. It becomes the legal tender in that country. So similarly, their own cryptocurrencies which they have in their wallet, which is primarily purchased by KYC and AML compliant exchanges that is now prominent in all parts of the world, they convert their fiat currency or their normal, for example, Indian rupee from here, or maybe Thai baht or dirhams, they convert into Bitcoin or Ethereum, and then they use this money to fund your ICO website. So basically they are exchanging their currency by putting their confidence into the project that you are having. And later when I'll say figure how many people are participating in this kind of funding, you will be really surprised. So the business idea, the team, the technology with MVP. At least the prototype should be ready, and then you can give them the roadmap of completing MVP and show them the good business plan in the white paper and coin economics. How many coins you are going to have, and what is the utility of the coin. And after that comes the post ICO. Many of the people who understand ICO over here, they have seen that few ICO owners believe that ICO has been raised. I have got the money. And ICO is most responsible way of raising irresponsible money, because the money do not come from human. It comes from a wallet or address which is not going to charge you an equity. You don't lose your equity. They are not the one who are going to sit on your head. They are not the one who has got right to enter into your boardroom. They cannot walk because addresses won't come to you. So the money that you have received, that comes with responsibilities. And this responsibility is post ICO. Whatever obligations or commitments you have made in your white paper, okay, by raising this money I'm going to do this, you need to honor that. And once you honor that, the token prices starts going up, because everybody believes that whatever you promised, if you deliver that promise, you are a right kind of businessman, and your confidence in the industry goes up. So that's how the ICO essential works. And it's a time to take plunge into the future, because traditional methods have been outdated. I will show you the figures of investing in cryptocurrency versus fiat currency in previous year with the real estates, and you will come to know that why people don't want to keep their money in all alternative investment classes. So I'm not saying everyone to invest into cryptocurrency, but I'm saying that the world is looking towards investing through cryptocurrency into the right kind of projects. And it is more than just a game changer. In upcoming sessions, many of our friends will talk to you about disruption that blockchain is going to bring in. But as a person who has been early adopter of this technology and cryptocurrency and made the fortune with that, I would like to say that adoption of technology takes a time, and it's very hard to get people on the technology at a right period of time. So people who are moving fast, the people who are moving faster will always have that first mover advantage in this game changer technology. You'll see many use cases of blockchain that can disrupt various industries, various government, the way we conduct business, the way people live their life, with the integration of blockchain or convergence of blockchain with AI, blockchain with machine learning, blockchain with IOTA, blockchain with big data. There are so many things you can do with the blockchain. But the industry I'm talking to you about is the financial technology industry. Blockchain has revolutionized. In fact, it is for the first time I've seen that the underlying technology behind a product has not been popular. And a lot of people still have a misconception that Bitcoin is blockchain. Because Bitcoin came first, Bitcoin became popular first, Bitcoin made people richer. That's why people have this misconception that Bitcoin is blockchain. But Bitcoin is a product out of blockchain. Those who have not understood Bitcoin must read Satoshi Nakamoto's original white paper on GitHub, and have a look at what Bitcoin is about and what is his vision about cryptocurrencies. It's a borderless transactions with the speed of the thoughts, and that you learn in upcoming classes from other masters. So I'd like to highlight some of the figures and the facts which definitely will ignite people to go towards the crypto assets. So if you see the 2017 Ripple, the cryptocurrency which has revolutionized the way the payment industry works. The disruptive change the Ripple has brought is they have consortium of over 50 banks in the world, and these banks are using Ripple as an escrow for that settlement with the other banks. For example, Mitsubishi Bank of Japan has transferred money to Siam Commercial Bank of Thailand in less than 6 seconds. Gone are the days of those T1, T2 or T3 transaction settlements for all kind of cross-border payments. National Bank of Abu Dhabi has already initiated their first transactions with ICICI Bank of India utilizing the Ripple. Axis Bank is getting it too, Yes Bank is also getting it too. So because Ripple is the first company that changed the fastest way to pay, their appreciation during the last year was 36,000 times. If you invested 1 single rupee in Ripple, I think it started with 1.3 or something, and it had become 36,000. Now, it is something similar to that happens in the stock market demand and supply mechanism. If the script is good, if promoters are good, the business model is good, and it is endorsed by government, media, and people, then they will definitely believe that, okay, let's invest with this. So Ripple is on top of the chart. Then NEM Foundation, they have their own blockchain as a foundation of good people led by Dragon Infotech, Mr. Lon Wang. Their crypt has given appreciation of 29,000 times. And there are other use cases like Ethereum, Golem, Binance Coin, then Livecoin, and Omisgo. Omisgo is another successful example of cryptocurrency into humans' life. Omisgo owner, Mr. Jun from Thailand, approached Thailand government to build this cryptocurrency with their existing payment gateway. They were just like CC Avenue or PayU or some local payment gateway in Thailand. And they went to the government and said that we want to utilize cryptocurrency, and government was not that much ready. Thanks to Mr. Vitalik, who personally visited and he became advisor to Omisgo, and then this miracle happened. Thailand government allowed the fiat and cryptocurrency of Omisgo to go on, and Omisgo came up with one innovative solution which is made especially for unbanked population, which is teenager who has got knowledge of utilizing the digital currency. They are most addicted to gadgets, but parents do not give them the pocket money in a larger way. They do not give the bankable money. They don't give the cards, even in India and other part of the world. So Omisgo had tied up with McDonald's to utilize Omisgo as a utility token in Thailand. Utilizing Omisgo, your kids can go to McDonald's, have the burger or fries or whatever. That's the real use of cryptocurrency. And when this McDonald's use case was implemented, at that time, Omisgo rate went up by 10 times. It was like $10 per Omisgo. Right now, it is ranging $11 to $10. So at the bottom, the last come the king, which is poorest, Bitcoin. It has given only 1,318 times return. Everybody has conception Bitcoin is bigger, Bitcoin is richer, but if you see other cryptocurrencies like Ripple or Ethereum or Bitcoin Cash, they have given faster return because the storage of value that Bitcoin has, people have considered Bitcoin like a gold and they are storing it into their wallet. So more people, every day more and more people are having Bitcoin in their wallet and nobody wants to sell. That's why the price goes up. And other cryptocurrencies are new and people want to store it for longer and then the price appreciation goes. That's how it happened. Then here are ICOs raised, USDs raised by ICOs in the monthly total. If you see, on the first month of last year, that was 2017, it was just $2 million worth of fund raised in January. Then followed by 14 and then 100 and 200 and on. And December, it touched $1 billion. $1 billion have been raised by various ICOs in last December, and this first quarter, which is about to complete, multi-billion have been raised. The largest fund this year has been raised is by an ICO called Bankera, that is a European Union bank platform coming with a Master and Visa card, which can enable fiat to cryptocurrency or vice versa, along with convergence to the exchange. So it's a combination of a card, bank, and exchange. Whenever you want, you can convert your fiat currency into cryptocurrency and crypto to fiat, which can be withdrawn by a larger network of Master and Visa card. So they raised 200 million euros last month. On 26 February, they completed their ICOs. So these are fact and figure of 2017 with the name of ICOs that raised number of dollars in terms of millions, led by Tezos, EOS, which are about $200 million bracket. There are about $20 million if you see Aragon, Polybus, Storage, and Civic. These are few larger cryptocurrencies which are ranking among top 50 to 100 in today's cryptocurrency market on CoinMarketCap. And there are about $10 million, you can see a couple of them. The last one on the slide, blockchain capital fund called BCAP, has a history. Their ICO was completed within 1 hour. They raised that 10 million within 1 hour. The moment they opened their website, within 1 hour, all 10 million was funded. So this is the fact and figure of few ICOs that have made success. And average ICO size versus number of ICOs, if you see, in 2015 to 2018, the size of ICOs and number of ICOs are rising. So if you wish to have a larger number of ICO subscription utilizing cryptocurrency, you can do it. And if you want to raise your own ICO, it's the right time to get into these records of rising. So basically, for doing an ICO, you need planning, like you need to do in case of IPO also. You need resources. You need a technology which is easily available today, and execution, most important, is legal, compliance, and audit. Previously, when fundraising started, this was not a part, but America being an early adopter of this technology, they have over 2,000 ATMs from where you can convert your cryptocurrency to fiat. And the Securities Exchange Commission came up with a special policy for investing in ICO. You know, US regulators are much, much faster ahead of other countries. So they came up with the policy that only accredited investors only can invest in ICO. For that, they need to follow a set of compliance. Then other countries also followed the same standards. And now, every 1 month, if you see, a new country is onboarded on cryptocurrency legalization. Last year, we have seen Japan legalizing cryptocurrency, and over 200,000 plus stores, including utility stores like 7-Eleven, have started accepting the Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Most of the exchanges from the world are moving to Japan market. Korea market, where I'm going to attend a conference on 25th. After 2 days, I'm flying from Bangalore, I'm flying to Korea. Over there, thousands of people are going to cryptocurrency and blockchain conference day by day. On a specific month, Korean exchange volumes have surpassed global volume. They were doing multi-billion on a single day. So audit of ICO, compliance of ICO and cryptocurrency is happening. Many countries are, many regulators are looking forward for regulating cryptocurrency and ICOs in all parts of the world. So factors that fuel or fails ICO for growth are: first is regulatory. In few parts of the world, still government is lazy. They do not have time to think over how this special blockchain technology with fundraising 3.0 platform crowdfunding can change the life of startup or people or the industry. So not all governments are crypto friendly. So you need to find a crypto friendly country. Switzerland is the first who founded Crypto Valley in a city called Zug, and Vitalik Ethereum Foundation is based over there. There's a bank in Switzerland called Falcon Bank that allows you to open a Bitcoin overseas fiat currency account over there, and you can trade it over there. Estonia government, as our earlier speaker stating, they came up with the 100% e-residency program. You can do all the businesses in Estonia utilizing e-governance. Over 90 plus government processes has moved on blockchain over there. Dubai government, they have announced, in fact, they have raised their RFP and vendors have been shortlisted for making Dubai on blockchain by 2020. The second thing is your business model. If your business model is not good, ICO cannot be successful. Third is technology. Coin has to be developed by the right hands, and you should have control over your cryptocurrencies. Marketing and promotion. It's like a movie. The money that you spend in making of a movie, but to take it to the people, you require a large number of funds. So you need to spend a lot of marketing and promotion. But of course, this is more on digital marketing. And those who are about to raise ICO or thinking of raising ICO should do it faster, because Facebook has banned ads on cryptocurrency. And recently, Google also has announced from 1st of June, they will not be supporting cryptocurrency ads. This is a time where cryptocurrencies market or blockchain markets portal will become the biggest marketplace or biggest advertisement platform for the people. Then your management, I've seen many ICOs having gaps in management and advisory board, because people look forward to put their money in the hands of visionary and expert people. And last is declining investor trust due to scams. This is where the role of media and government and people comes to the picture. If you notice the wrong ICOs, frauds happening, you must report immediately. And social media is so open. Gone are the days when you can just write a white paper, make a website, and raise the funds. Today we have moved to a world where we need to go to people with our LinkedIn accounts or Facebook account, and on Telegram there are about around 50,000 users coming to interact with you before investing with you. There's something called AMA, Ask Me Anything. People will come and ask you anything about what you are planning to do. So this is what is happening with ICO's growth, and these are the factors that will restrict the growth of ICO, or that can fail the ICO growth. So the way forward is far better than fundraising's old school. Spend some time on, if you are looking seriously for finding a fund for your startup or looking to do something in your life, then you must look for this new school where you need to bring the enthusiastic cryptopreneurs, investors, government on a common platform to decide the future of ICOs, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. Because government's support to any technology will definitely make the industry grow faster. Then entrepreneurs should take services of ICO experts or ICO consultants for bringing the ICO. I'm not trying to hard sell anything, but we have these resources available with us. So if you have, then come back to us. Then creating awareness through the knowledge sharing through the media and conferences like this. I thank the management team over here to creating such a wonderful opportunity to have a conversation with good audience like yours. And then promotion of investment in cryptocurrency through ICOs and trading on cryptocurrency exchanges. I believe we have a local exchange in Bangalore called BLockOn, and they are India's #2 or the largest cryptocurrency exchange with legitimate things. And I also studied the business model. Apart from buying and selling of cryptocurrency as an exchange, they also created cryptocurrency as a payment gateway, and their exchange is serving as a payment gateway as well. So Bangalore has been always supporting all the upcoming technologies, and blockchain and cryptocurrency related businesses are also growing over here. So in a short conversation, I'd like to compare IPO with ICO. In IPO, company raises funds by selling its securities. Here is the good news. In ICOs, you don't lose your equity. Nobody is going to ask you even 1% of the share. You need to give them tokens, which is just like a Sodexo voucher or any digital commitment like a miles, that okay, by holding these tokens or miles, you are entitled to get these privileges. And that's the sign of the good ICO. The second thing, entire process of sale is strictly regulated by security exchange body of various countries. Like in US, you'll have to undergo SEC, Singapore, Monetary Authority of Singapore, you need to go, India, you'll have to go through SEBI. Here, the regulations are yet to take place. When share market was started, there was no technology, there was no digitization. Do you remember the old days of buying the shares, the paper shares? Prior to that, they were saying in a share market like I have taken, I have sold, liya diya, that kind of things was happening in stock market. So cryptocurrency market is just like that, early days. If you remember the first stock exchange software that came up from financial technologies called Odin, where the entire sale process was dematerialized, and everybody who was traditional investor applying through paper forms, that came back to the digitized format. And at that time, if you remember, there were no SEBI, nobody in existence. Banks were not supporting sales. Now today bank comes to your doorstep, please open our bank account with us and trade through our demat services. So do not get surprised when banks enables ICO subscription and cryptocurrency purchase services. 90% of central banks are already engaged into discussions with distributed ledger technologies, and many of them have gone beyond the POC levels. So banks are looking forward to this sector. It's just time that you need to convince your government and regulatory bodies. I would like to give another example of recent visit of Mr. Vitalik, Ethereum owner, to Russia's President, Mr. Putin, and in that quick conversation, the whole perspective of Russia towards cryptocurrency has changed, because Putin said, we would not like people of Russia to suffer because of our lack of knowledge about cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies. And now Russia has many exchanges, many ICOs, and many kind of cryptocurrencies coming to their platform. And when this kind of fundraising happens, all the technologies, services or solutions or products we have as a PaaS model or BaaS model or SaaS model, all the models, when the money flows, can be easily delivered to the people. So cryptocurrency is helping people through the support of the government. And Singapore in Asia has become a very popular country for fundraising. Singapore government give you a crowdfunding license. Using a fintech company in corporation in Singapore, you can raise your own ICOs. And third, the last one, you don't need to wait a longer period of time to get approved by SEBI or MAS or Bank of Negara of Malaysia or, for example, central banks of various parts of the world. You have an idea, you want money, people want to give you the money. So the only thing people need to do is park their legit money through the exchange with KYC AML and subscribe to your crowdfunding platform. That's as easy as that. IPO versus ICO. And you can have platforms from where you can build your own tokens. So these are a few name of platforms like Ethereum smart contracts, Omni, Waves, Stellar, NXT, Counterparty, RSK, and BitShares. That gives you easy tools like SDK to develop your own cryptocurrency and do the custom implementation for your clients as well. So cryptocurrency implementations, building up exchanges are upcoming businesses, and a lot of exchanges are doing about $1 billion worth of transactions every day in a live trading. CME has came up with the future and option trading. So if you can build up the platform, which is next generation, there lies the next billion. Let me give you a little bit information about the tokens or the cryptocurrency, because we have been talking that you don't need to dilute your equity. So as an investor, if I invest into your ICO, what do I get? You have to give me a token, and these tokens are of three types normally. The first is the asset token. So basically asset tokens are backed up with something which is like an expensive piece of art or an underlying asset like a VC or something like a share in the company, like BCAP. I told you that 1 hour ICO that raised 10 million. They are giving a frictional, or you can represent a little bit of ownership as per your subscription into that specific fund. The second kind of token are very easy token, that's called utility token. And these utility tokens can be used for redemption of products or services with the merchant partner network. So you create a token, you have a merchant network, the token is utilized within the whole ecosystem. The moment the token is burnt, token is utilized, it has to be purchased by somebody else over the exchange, and that's how the price goes up. And another type is the hybrid token, which is a combination of work token, utility token, or asset tokens. So these are a few types of token you can design and decide to design. Coming back to the ICOs for the startup, which are the ideas where you can have implementation of a cryptocurrency or a blockchain and utilize for an ICO. These are the few examples of ICOs that has came in existence, like payments. We have seen Omisgo, Ripple, we have seen. Then there are, for mining, cryptocurrency mining, there are ICOs that has made 100 million plus. Software development, you can create your own IP and then you can raise funds for that. Internet communication, there is one ICO that came up, namely Mobilink. They are coming up with the decentralized blockchain technology for a seamless conversation with one SIM card by eliminating the barriers of roaming and other data charges. Retail, health, education. Recently, a Dragon Coin, there's a cryptocurrency from China who is about to cross 500 million in fundraising for casino, because Chinese loves to play casino, and they strictly, they move to the Macau very often. China government has came up with a policy that you can visit Macau just twice a year. So otherwise, Chinese people, like people in the other part of the world, just go and party. Chinese people have a habit to gamble. So there's a casino for coin, where you don't need to carry physical amount of money. You can play with those tokens. So these are the tokens which is extended with the casino chips. So that's an example of that. Charity ICOs are there, shopping ICOs there. I have came up with very new use cases of an ICO or a new kind of blockchain that is coming up, and that is an ICO from company from Singapore. How many of you are singles in this hall? Please raise your hand. I cannot see much. Okay, so in Singapore, if you ask this question, many people will be raising hands. There are many reasons for them for being single, including the housing problem that they have. That is a one house per family, and a penalty that you have to pay if you get separated. So there's a company called Lunch actually. They arrange this speed dating kind of lunch, but that's with verified customers with KYC and all good profiles like we have on LinkedIn and other things. So they were arranging these dates since 13 years. And they have been successful matchmakers. Like here we have Shadi.com. They are like a pre-Shadi.com of Singapore. And they were looking for funds. And 13 years they have been struggling to raise funds, because whenever they want to go to any VC, they'll say, what? Relationship? It's not the money. It's not my money I want to put on the relationship. So they came up with a unique concept that is relationship on blockchain. So if you are on relationship, maybe from your high schools to college or from your career, you have to put your relationship on the blockchain. So you are paired with, like we have sender and receiver, user, like same way you are paired over there. And you can put your status like you are committed. So you have to, if you are committing on Facebook, please commit on blockchain. And then whenever there is any breakup or anything happening, then again, there will be a new transaction record will be added to the hash. And this ICO is named as Voila.io. It is on now. The percentage of bonus they are offering, I'm not advertising from there, but I like it. The relationship of blockchain is something which everybody will say, wow, how this is possible. And I'm sure they are going to be one of the most successful ICO of this year in Asia. And because they have an existing MVP. With over 100,000 couple, they have a testimonial. Yes, we trust these guys. Because the MVP is ready, product has been used, only the payment method has been changed. Rather than paying from a credit card or debit card, you have to just use this one. So these are few use cases. So don't go by this list. If you have any idea, maybe VC might not approve it, but crowdfunding people are ready to buy your idea, and they'll start funding with as low as $100, $200, $500. So these are the ICOs for the startup. About my company, already organizers have introduced us. We have 400 square meter workplace in Ahmedabad and Gurgaon. We have team of 40 plus blockchain professionals and 10 AI professionals who have average experience about 5 years. It's the largest and oldest team we have. We have access to team, technology, and funding. When we talk about funding, we are not fiat rich. We have enough cryptos to support the venture, but we are restricting it to 100,000 per venture that we may be interested into. So if you are looking forward for bridging that gap that you have in your organization, whether it is a technology or a team or a finance, please come back to us. Our management has few veterans for IIMs, IITians. We have in Ahmedabad, we have a DA ICT, that is a premium and the first ICT institute in Gandhinagar, and our mentors will be happy to help you. Advantage of ICO, I already said, far better than fundraising old schools. It is listed instant. Within 4 months, the ICO completes, it gets listed, and you can liquid it. It becomes very easy ways to fund. Soon after listing, investor also can sell, promoter also are very free because they have decentralized and democratized. So I'm sure after this presentation, like worldwide, lycometer for ICO is going up by 89%, and the traditional schools are 27%. The lycometer for ICO will definitely go up. In your career, when you want to raise fund, please consider an ICO. So let's go together, join for a better world utilizing the power of blockchain with cryptocurrency. And if you have any blockchain startup idea, please come back to us. We can get you up to 100,000, unparalleled incubator program, extensive network is Renode, crypto funders. I'm not saying that we have access to those so-called VCs, but we have larger crypto guys who has got 100, 1,000, 10,000, even 100,000 Bitcoins people have in their wallet, and they want to invest in ideas like you. In fact, after this conference in Korea, there is another conference happening called Deconomy, where Vitalik is also coming there. I'm also going to be a part of that conference. And Roger Ver, the guy who has officially 150,000 Bitcoin. Today, Bitcoin price is around $9,000. You can count the kind of money he has. And that's offline within a single wallet address. He is among that top whales of cryptocurrency who is ready to fund your ventures. And best-in-class office living space, mentorship by expert, and above all, very easy application process. We don't need your PPT. We don't need your that business take long thing. If you can do it in 1 page, don't go by 10 slides. It's very simple because we understand everything is going to be on blockchain. So trust and transparency is anyway going to be there. Big thank to all of you future believer, and thank you very much to organizers for this.